This was one of the first songs that we got together for CCTV, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because I just remember this out in the school,
yeah.
like putting it together in a classroom
In my
and
classroom.
in your classroom.
Yeah.
It was like that was one of the first ones kind of going, oh, okay, right, this seems like the general direction of where this set of songs is going to.
Yeah.
That guitar line and the groove remind me of. I remember Josh Homme talking about playing drums in the Eagles of Death Metal, and that what they were going for was robo funk, and that kind of, I don't know, for some reason that's kind of like what I think of, because that, with it being so, it's quite, I suppose, despite the fact that it's, drum machine, drums, guitar, and bass, still is relatively sparse until the second, like when then it has a whole different momentum in comparison to, like I said, of On the Groove Box, with the big sort of chords that you initially had, and then it was completely different when Ken was doing that really fast arpeggio thing. It gave it a very different momentum.
I think Robo Funk, is that what you said?
Yeah, Robo Funk.
Yeah, because I think when that's guitar part Steve has, it reminds me of, it's got a real funk feel to it.
Yeah.
But everything else is going really direct, and your drums and the groove box, and then the arpeggio from Ken, and then the funky guitar part just kind of sucks all that away. And then when you get to the chorus, Steve obviously plays more open, it kind of follows the synth lines, and it just opens up the whole song again. So
I was delighted in that song because I was doing that noodle thing where I had a harmonic part. I thought, just lash it down, see how it goes, and then it survived and it made it into the song. So I was delighted with that.
Well, because I remember at one stage you were ready to cut that, and I was like, no way, man.
Yeah.
That was like that was I loved that straight away. And I remember you kind of going, I'm still not sure it's cool, but I'm not sure if it's the final product. And I remember just kind of at that point to kind of go, no, I'm sorry, I can't go any further without those, and I just can't hear the song without it.
No, when you when you're putting parts to a song, you never really know yourself. It's kind of good to get the view of the other guys in the band. You kind of looking around for approval. Is this going to pass or not? That type of things. There's a sort of a quality control there.
Who am I supposed to talk to now? Who am I supposed to talk to now? Who am I supposed to talk to now? Now that you have gone, who am I supposed to talk to now? Who am I supposed to talk to now? Who am I supposed to talk to now? Now that you have gone.
Do you want to talk about the lyrics? Any hidden meanings or anything?
there's no hidden meanings to it. Just have a listen. Look at the name of the song.
It's an interesting one of like trying to explain lyrics. It's interesting to hear that like the genesis of songs. Something to be said for leaving a bit of mystery in those things.
100%, yeah, definitely. And I've done it to my detriment. Well, not to my detriment, just to the detriment of the song. Sometimes I've over-explained what I'm singing about, and then I'd meet someone and you can tell that they're disappointed that it's not what they thought it was about. And especially with a song like this one, it's kind of it could be about a lot of different things, but it could relate to a lot of different things for a lot of different people. So if I'm to pollute that with my story, it might take away from what they're feeling from the song. And I know it would, because if I thought if a song was touching me in a certain way, or if I felt a certain way about a song, and then I heard actually this is what it's about, this is what it's specifically about, that would pollute my enjoyment of it.
I agree with you 100%, and I think that's one of the strengths of your lyrics is the fact that they're not so immediate. It's not so obvious what exactly it's about, and that's why when I hear lyrics, I have an idea in my head what the song's about, and I don't really want to know what your idea of the song is about, because just like you said there, it would change the way I feel about the song then as well. So I'd rather not know either.
Yeah, and it's exactly, and you're in the band, you know what I mean? And obviously you guys would know more what the songs are about than people who aren't in the band, but sometimes I know that you guys don't know what the song is about, and I know that sometimes you're happy that you don't know what you're happy to have your own perception of the song, and that's what gives you a buzz, and I wouldn't like to ruin that by over explaining anything.
There's also just a kind of nearly a philosophy that it doesn't really matter. Like once a song is released and it's being consumed by loads of people, and loads of people have their own interpretations of it, then it's kind of irrelevant, the genesis of it, because that's what it means for. But like you said, I think really going into depth, I think the genesis of lyrics, or like what you were influenced by, I think is really that's cool. But to explain specific lines kind of bursts the bubble.